Greetings and good day, movie fans. Welcome to another episode of PNT Cinema Talk. My name is Paul Dulong, and boy did some trailers come out this week. I'm going to get to talking about the main one right away, Star Wars. Oh my god, this trailer was awesome. It's still classified as a teaser trailer, but it's still awesome. I don't care. It was way better than the first teaser trailer they gave us. This felt way more like Star Wars than the first one did. I am ecstatic about this trailer. And the images that they show in this trailer are crazy. Like the crashed Star Destroyer, the Darth Vader skull, the X-Wing and TIE fighters, and of course, Mark Hamill's voiceover from his little speech he had in Return of the Jedi way back in the day. But the clip that sold it for me was seeing Harrison Ford back as Han Solo next to Chewbacca. That was the best part of the whole trailer. It was like everything they did wrong about the first trailer, they just fixed in this one. It was beautiful. I watched this trailer like 20 times, I swear. The production quality in this trailer is awesome as well. You can tell from this trailer that they've used a lot of practical effects in this film. I mean, yeah, there's clear CGI used, but it's certainly not oversaturated. Everything looks like it has actual texture, so that's a plus for me. I take back everything bad I ever said about J.J. Abrams. Except when I talk about Star Trek Into Darkness. I'm still pissed off at him for that. But yeah, one bad film does not make you a bad director, so my faith in this film has been restored with this one trailer. But what do you guys think? Did you like the new Star Wars trailer? How many times did you watch it? Were you like shaking? Did you get goosebumps? I had goosebumps. I was like freaking out when I saw this. As always, let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And speaking of big trailers on the internet, the Batman vs. Superman trailer was also released. Not on purpose, but it was released. And then later it was released on purpose. So much for the Mad Max showing. I knew what I was talking about when this trailer was going to be in front of Mad Max, that I felt like I really should have waited for Warner Brothers to confirm it. But it was on one of those sites that usually get it right. But I guess this time they didn't, and therefore I did. Oh well. Now back to the trailer. I know a lot of people didn't really seem to like this trailer, especially in comparison to the Star Wars one, because if we're comparing which one had the better trailer, Star Wars wins, I'm going to tell you that much. However, that doesn't mean I didn't like the Batman vs. Superman trailer. Yeah, it was disappointing, much like the first teaser for Star Wars. I find this a very underwhelming trailer, although there was a lot of things in it that I still appreciated nonetheless. Henry Cavill as Superman looks awesome. They made very minor tweaks to the suit, but it's great. Look, I know I'm alone in this opinion, but I think Henry Cavill was the best Superman we ever got on screen. Don't get me wrong, I loved Christopher Reeve's performance, but in comparison, they're just two different types of movies. I like this Superman better. Affleck as Batman. A lot of people didn't think it was going to be a good idea. I actually didn't mind the idea so much. He looks really good in it, but the kicker of the trailer is we get to hear his Batman voice. Granted, his voice is probably being filtered through that armored suit that he takes on Superman with, but still, you get a good glimpse of what his voice sounds like, and I think it's awesome. Much better than Christian Bale's Batman voice. As you can tell, I'm having a hard enough time with my own voice just making this video, but I had to talk about this trailer. The trailer itself still didn't show us much. It wasted too much time on cityscapes for my liking, also wasted a whole lot of time with a black screen. If a third of your trailer is fade to black, then maybe you should put more thought into your trailer. I need to reiterate that a bad trailer does not mean that you're going to get a bad movie. I think this movie is going to be awesome. I think Star Wars is going to be awesome. I hated the very first trailer of that, but it never stopped me from believing the movie might actually be good. Another thing I love about this trailer is that it kind of implies that Batman is the bad guy. Not really sure in the terms of how, but when he throws down that line of, "Do you bleed?" and all this stuff, and it just seems like he wants to kick Superman's ass. I'm sure this movie's going to be awesome. I'm sure there's going to be an equal exchange of Batman and Superman both handing their butts to each other. But what I hate about this trailer is also part of why I don't mind it so much, is that it showed us pretty much nothing. And that means nothing has been spoiled yet. So that's good. But, maybe a little clip of Wonder Woman might have been a nice touch. Just saying. What do you guys think? Did you guys like the Batman vs. Superman trailer? Let me know all the reasons why or why not in the comments below. Any comments on this topic is most likely going to get a response of some sort. Alright, so I don't even think a full 24 hours went by since the previous director of Wonder Woman walked off of that project and Warner Brothers found a new one. So the new director of Wonder Woman is going to be Patty Jenkins. She has a few titles to her name, mostly on TV, but one film that she did direct before was a film called Monster with Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron won an Oscar for this movie as well, so that's not bad. This director got an Oscar-winning performance out of her, so that's promising. What's even more interesting is she was once attached to direct Thor: The Dark World. I mean, creative differences for each movie aside, I think this is kind of a brilliant move. This is somebody that Marvel was going to trust with directing one of their major properties, but, for one reason or another said no to. And, to be honest, there's not a whole lot of differences between Thor and Wonder Woman. I mean, yeah, there's some clear differences, but, at the same time, when you're just breaking it down into what your story's about, Thor is a character, a Norse god, Wonder Woman is the daughter of a Greek god. So Patty Jenkins could do really well with the Wonder Woman movie, and I really hope that she does. So what do you think of this news about Patty Jenkins being the director? What do you think about Warner Brothers getting a new director as quickly as they did? Does that seem out of the ordinary to you, or maybe has that been their plan all along? Certainly love to know what you think about that. So while James Gunn was attending the premiere of Avengers Age of Ultron, Vulture magazine went up and asked him about Guardians of the Galaxy 2. They wanted to know if he had any new information about this movie yet, and this is what he had to say. There's a lot of stuff I'm excited about in the new movie. Listen, I'm still excited about Star-Lord's character and where he goes. At its heart, Guardians is a story about families. And if the first film was about him and his mother, this is a story about fathers. So it's exciting to go there. That just goes to confirm a lot of rumors that have been circling this project about Star-Lord going on to find who his father was in the series. James Gunn has come out and said that Star-Lord's father isn't necessarily going to be the same person it is in the comics. James Gunn said he's had an idea for this story in his head for a while, as well as a third film to boot. I mean, after seeing how well he did with the first film, I'm willing to let this guy do whatever the hell he wants. I want to see what he does with Guardians 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 if he's willing to make them, as long as they're as good as the first one, or better. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy was one of the biggest surprise hits of last summer. I'm certainly glad that James Gunn knows what he wants to do with this series. Now, I just can't wait for the next one to actually hit theaters. What do you guys think about this news? Are you excited for Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Do you think the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to have a part to play in the Avengers Infinity War films? And if you could only have one of the current Avengers appear in a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which one would it be? I vote the Hulk. Alright, so the last bit of news is something I certainly hope turns out to be true. Okay, so The Hollywood Reporter has come out and said that Matthew Vaughn is in talks to direct the new Flash Gordon movie. I'm a big fan of Matthew Vaughn, so this was exciting news to me. He directed films such as the original Kick-Ass, X-Men First Class, and most recently, Kingsman: The Secret Service. And that movie made a lot more money than anyone was expecting it to, so that suddenly put him on the top of everyone's tentative lists for future projects. And I am glad that this is something that he's considering doing. I hope these negotiations go through and they can actually come out and confirm it. Because, man, a Matthew Vaughn version of Flash Gordon could be really cool. And especially coming off the success of Kingsman. That movie only had an $81 million budget, and it went on to make $392 million worldwide. That is crazy. So Kingsman was a very successful film. Matthew Vaughn is a director we should be paying attention to right now. Early reports are saying that this Flash Gordon movie is mostly going to be based on the comics, more so than the original film that preceded it way back in the 80s with Sam Jones. Now, even though this film might not really have anything to do with that old film, I really think they should find a way to let Sam Jones be a part of it. Maybe not so much as Flash Gordon, but at least in the movie somewhere. What do you guys think? Are you excited that they're going to make a new Flash Gordon movie? With today's effects, I think it might be fun. What do you think about Matthew Vaughn being the possible director for this movie? And who would your pick be to play Flash Gordon? Let me know in the comments below. And I guess that just about does it for today. This is going to be uploaded on Saturday. It's late Friday night while I'm filming it now, so Saturday shows don't happen too often, but I'm at a point right now where I can do this pretty much anytime I want, so as always, thank you so much for watching. My name is Paul Dulong. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, and comment if you did, and I will see you soon. Watch some movies, and take care of yourself.